Back on the record in 24 CR 189, State of Kansas versus Heather Lynn Scroggin. Jared Regier for the state. Darren Patterson for the defendant, who also appears in person. Please proceed.
Your Honor, we announce at this time Ms. Scroggin will enter a plea of no contest to the one count of possession of marijuana.
Ms. Scroggin, is that right? You want to plead no contest to one count of possession of marijuana?
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty because you want to?
No contest.
No one's making you? Oh, I'm sorry. You're pleading no contest? Are you pleading guilty of your own free will without any kind of force or pressure by anyone else?
No.
You understand you're giving up your right to trial and won't be able to appeal any convictions that result from this plea?
Yep.
Good. All right, I'll find her plea knowingly and voluntarily entered. Mr. Regier.
Yes, Your Honor. I mean, for purposes, has the court accepted the no contest plea?
The court does accept a no contest plea if you'll.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Provide a factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. For purposes of a factual basis, the affidavit in this matter does appear to refer to an encounter with law enforcement occurring on March 18th of 2024. Pursuant to paragraph 5, the defendant was located at a particular address in Augusta, Butler County, Kansas, thereby giving this court with jurisdiction.
In my house.
In her house in Augusta, Kansas.
And additionally, Your Honor, pursuant to paragraph 7 of the affidavit, upon being Mirandized, the defendant admitted that she obtained a certain item of marijuana while in another state, as well as detailed to law enforcement how she made such how she obtained such an item.
All right, I find the defendant guilty. Recommendations for sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor. Pursuant to plea negotiations, the state is prepared to recommend no fine, that the court assess court costs, as well as make a determination on the issue of attorney's fees. It is the state's understanding that this is the case where KBI restitution does apply. The state is further recommending 120 days underlying sentence with 6 months of reporting probation, subject to all standard conditions, including that the defendant be ordered to complete a drug and alcohol evaluation, as well as the standard $60 probation fee.
Mr. Patterson?
Nothing further, Judge.
Okay, where do you work, ma'am?
In Wichita, at USD 259.
Are you a teacher there?
Yep.
All right. What grade do you teach?
First grade.
First grade. All right. At this time, I will not give you a fine, but I will order you a suspended sentence of 120 days. I will grant you 6 months probation, that if you complete that successfully, you will not have to serve 120 days in jail. You're not given a fine, as I said, but you will have to pay $400 up to the KBI. Mr. Regier, you are retained or appointed?
Forgive me, Your Honor. I believe I am in role as prosecutor for this case.
I'm appointed, Judge.
All right, thank you, Mr. Patterson. All right, $400 KBI fee, $250 appointed attorney fees, not for Mr. Regier, but for Mr. Patterson.
And I've paid a lot of fees already for this ticket, and then so this is already in addition. This is going to be in addition to all those fees that I've already paid.
Are you maybe thinking about all you've paid on your traffic diversion in the prior case?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not this case. That diversion was a totally different issue. And that one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good. All right. So.
Yeah, that driving while suspended had different conditions and failed to yield had different conditions. This one is the possession of marijuana. And so $400 to the KBI, $250 to a court-appointed attorney fees, $153 to court costs, $60 to probation supervision fee.
Crazy.
Excuse me?
Is there going to be a way that, is this going to be the only way I'm going to be able to find out all the fees, or is there going to be another way to find out? So, because I just have 400, 250, 153, 60. Like, is there going to be another way besides talking to you, or is this like the only way to figure out my fees just so I have them all down? Or like a timeline of when I'm going to be able to pay all this or anything?
Well, I'm going to tell them to you. If you need me to add them for you instead of doing it yourself, I can do that. I've already done that. $400 to the KBI, $250 to the court-appointed attorney fund, $153 court costs, $60 probation supervision fee, for a total of $863. If my math is correct, I believe it is, but the clerk will double check me. And then you can triple check the clerk if you don't trust that.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, okay. And you can also check with your your probation officer. And
Will do.
Miss Scroggin, I am troubled by your attitude.
I'm sorry. I'm really upset.
Well,
because it all came from from the officer entering my house. Like, no, it's okay. Yeah, I'm just really upset, and I guess that's not understandable. I'm sorry. I wouldn't want you to take any more time. We've already. I know there's been a lot going on, so thank you. I'm sorry, I'm upset, and having a hard time masking my emotions. I apologize.
Your sentence is, as I told you, 120 days. You can serve that in jail unless you successfully complete your probation, which is for 6 months. You must call probation immediately after this hearing. Their number is 316-322-4153. You are required to follow all standard conditions, which they will go over them with you. You are to get an alcohol and drug evaluation. I want you to have that scheduled within 14 days. You don't have to have it started, but you need to call within 14 days and get it scheduled, and you have to comply with what it says. You have to sign any and all necessary paperwork, consent, so the agencies that are working with you and court services can freely exchange information to make sure you're doing well on your probation. You are to use absolutely no alcohol or illegal drugs.